Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaurav Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We continue reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 2, text 34. Akirtim chapi bhutani.
Akirtim chapi bhutani.
Kathayishyanti te avyayam.
Kathayishchite vyayam.
Sambhavitasya chakirtir.
Sambhavitasya chakirtir.
Maranad atirichyate.
Maranad atirichyate.
Can someone read?
I can read.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. People will always speak of your infamy, and for a respectable person, dishonor is worse than death. Purport. Both as friend and philosopher to Arjuna, Lord Krishna now gives his final judgment regarding Arjuna's refusal to fight. The Lord says, Arjuna, if you leave the battlefield before the battle even begins, people will call you a coward. And if you think that people may call you bad names, but that you will save your life by fleeing the battlefield, then my advice is that you do better to die in the battle. For a respectable man like you, ill fame is worse than death. So you should not flee for fear of your life. Better to die in the battle. That will save you from all the ill fame of misusing my friendship and from losing your prestige in society. So the final judgment of the Lord was for Arjuna to die in the battle and not withdraw.
Krishna is saying to Arjuna, you think people are think that you got compassionate, that you were crying, or that your uncles and your grandfather, your cousins will die, that's why you left. They'll think you were scared. And then they're going to call you a coward, where you're renowned as a great holder of the Gandiva bow, because Arjuna had a very big name. He was renowned as a very great archer. He was famous as Dronacharya's favorite student. Saying people are not going to say that you got compassionate, and the people are going to say you got scared and you left. And that's going to pinch you. That's going to make you feel very sad. You'll get all whatever fame you have, that's going to go to a waste. So he's saying you better fight. Bhayadranad uparatam.
Bhayadranad uparatam.
Mamshyante tvam maharatha.
Mamsyante tvam maharatha.
Yesham cha tvam bahumato.
Yesham cha dauma bahumato.
Bhutva yasyasi lagavam.
Bhutva yasyasi lagavam. Translation. The great generals who have highly esteemed your name and fame will think that you have left the battlefield out of fear only, and thus they will consider you insignificant. Purport. Lord Krishna continued to give his verdict to Arjuna. Do not think that the great generals like Duryodhana, Karna, and other contemporaries will think that you have left the battlefield out of compassion for your brothers and grandfather. They will think that you have left out of fear for your life, and thus their high estimation of your personality will go to hell.
Just spoke about that. So avachya vadamscha bahun.
Avachya vadama sabahu.
Vadishyanti tavahita.
Vadisyanti tavahita.
Dantastavat samarthyam.
Nidantastava samarthyam.
Tato dukkataram nukim.
Tato dukkataram nukam. Translation. Your enemies will describe you in many unkind words and scorn your ability. What could be more painful for you? Purport. Lord Krishna was astonished in the beginning at Arjuna's uncalled for plea for compassion, and he described his compassion as befitting the non Aryans. Now, in so many words, he has proved his statements against Arjuna's so called compassion.
Yeah, initially Krishna was saying, you're from the Aryans. How come you're even speaking such words that you're feeling compassion, you're weak of heart, and all these things? How come you're even speaking such things? So Krishna is like, totally, no, you should fight. Ato va prapsyasi swargam,
Hato va prapsyasi sargam,
jitva va bhush yase mahim,
jitva va bhokshatyasi mahim,
tasmad utteshta kaunteya,
tasmad uttishta konteya,
buddhaya krita nischaya.
yudhaya krita nishchaya. Translation. O son of Kunti, either you will be killed on the battlefield and attain the heavenly planets, or you will conquer and enjoy the earthly kingdom. Therefore, get up with determination and fight. Purport. Even though there was no certainty of victory for Arjuna's side, he still had to fight. For even being killed there, he could be elevated into the heavenly planets.
So, what are the two things Krishna was saying? If you die, what will happen? And if you live, what will happen? Like Krishna is telling him, you fight, and if you win, you'll get this, and if you die, you'll get this. What was it?
If he would die, he would be elevated into heavenly planets, and
Yeah,
even and if he is alive, then he would rule the kingdom.
yeah. So, in both ways, he would gain. Like his future is very bright if he fights. That's what Krishna is telling him. Sukha dukhe same kritva,
सुखदुःखे समे कृत्वा
Sukha dukhe same kritva,
labha labha jaya jayo,
लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ
labha labha jaya jayo,
tato yudhaya yujyasva,
ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व
tato yudhyaya yujyas,
nevam papam avapsyasi.
नैवं पापम्
evam
अवाप्स्यसि
papam avapasyasi. Translation. Do thou fight, do thou fight, do thou fight, do thou fight.
Mm. Hare Krishna.
Consideration of happiness or distress, profit or loss, victory or defeat in the activities of Krishna consciousness. That everything should be performed for the sake of Krishna is transcendental consciousness. So there is no reaction to material activities. He who acts for his own sense gratification, either in goodness or in passion, is subject to the reaction good or bad. But he who has completely surrendered himself in the activities of Krishna consciousness is no longer obliged to anyone, nor is he a debtor to anyone as one is in the ordinary course of activities. It is said, Devarshi Bhutapta Nirnam Pitranam Na Kinkaro Nayam Rini Charajan Sarvatmana Yas Saranam Saranayam Gato Mukundam Paritrayakartham. Anyone who has completely surrendered unto Krishna, Mukunda, giving up all other duties, is no longer a debtor, nor is obliged to anyone, nor the demigods, nor the sages, nor the people in general, nor kinsmen, nor humanity, nor forefathers. This that is the indirect hint given by Krishna to Arjuna in this verse, and the matter will be more clearly explained in the following verses.
So Krishna is telling Arjuna that you fight not thinking of the result. You fight because what happens is Krishna, by speaking Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, he is also instructing us. We do something because we want the result of it. Oh, I'm going to do this, so I'm going to enjoy. Yeah, even when we are doing our duties, I'm going to do this because I'm going to enjoy. But Krishna is saying, you do it for me. Do it because it's your duty, that this is your position and that you do it and that Krishna will be happy. And he will say, oh, but I've always worked for myself to be happy. Well, how will I just suddenly change to work for Krishna to be happy? So we hear and chant. We hear and chant, hear and chant. Gradually, gradually, we can come to this position. He's saying without considering happiness or distress, loss or gain, victory or defeat. And like this, you fight. You shall never incur sin. The Krishna is bringing Arjuna to the platform of karma yoga. He's not saying don't work. No, he's saying you do. Whatever we have to do, we do it. Krishna is saying do it for my pleasure. But then some of us might get demotivated. Oh, I can't enjoy the results, so I don't want to work only. But then again, Krishna says, how long are we going to sustain ourselves without work? We cannot even maintain the body. We are going to do something or the other. We are going to speak something. We are going to get up and do something. We are going to see something. So not possible for us not to do anything. So now why is Krishna saying that even for happiness, okay, distress, nobody wants. But why should we not even desire for the good reaction? Everyone wants good reaction. We want pious reaction. So, we can enjoy more, get better facilities. So why is Krishna saying we should not even work for the good reaction? Why?
Because if we do some good deeds, so we have to come back to receive that deeds again. So it's like
That's right.
taking birth again and again. And if we reach
Yeah, that's right. Your voice got cut, Yogita. Haribol. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yogita, are you able to hear me? Or is anyone able to hear me? Hare Krishna.